Hello and welcome to the third episode, our third video in our You Asked and We Answered series. Today the theme for this video is mindfulness. Mindfulness is something we feel very important, is an important element at GEMS Founders School because it's one of our core pillars running through the school along with our pillar of languages. And we've been asked, what is mindfulness? Well, mindfulness is just the knack of being able to be present without judging and to be aware of ourselves in our environment. We're able through a mindfulness technique and mindfulness practices to switch off our thinking side of our brain a little and focus more on our sensory side of our brain. So what are the benefits to the students in practicing mindfulness? It helps them perhaps if their emotions are running away with them, and often some of our adolescent students find it very difficult to control their emotions. So mindfulness helps students to become emotionally agile. It helps them to switch from one emotion to another. So through a mindfulness exercise, they can switch off their anger, their confusion, their stress perhaps, take a calm moment, and then they move on, not forgetting that emotion, but just being able to deal with it in a more rational and a more managed way. In GEMS Founders, we practice mindfulness during our form times, perhaps in our registration, but some of the teachers can often start a lesson with a mindfulness exercise. The mindfulness exercises that we practice here at GEMS Founders School can be mindful breathing. We also talk to the students about mindful eating, using their sense of taste and their sense of smell in order to help them focus on one particular thing. This just disassociates from the thinking part of the brain where all the stress, the anger, the worries perhaps lie. So how can this help them? It helps them academically because it makes them able to deal with those stresses when they have an assignment, for example. Using the mindful technique can calm them down so that they can perform a little better. It helps with behavior. So when they are having those frustrations, perhaps with their colleagues or conflict with a teacher, using mindfulness helps them to resolve those conflicts. It helps with relationships in school and also outside school. It also helps students to become more resilient when they have those moments where things don't go as well as they had hoped. It gives them that moment to think about it and to try again, and to help them to persevere. So we ask our students to have an A, B, C of mindfulness. A, awareness. Awareness of themselves, awareness of their bodies, awareness of their thoughts. The B, to be in that moment, just to take a moment to anchor themselves, to let their emotions dissipate, and then cope with the world ahead in a better way. And C, choosing and responding more wisely. Again, going forward and having a better outcome.